Okay, so this time, ang cost of production report naman na gagawin natin is for Department 2. So ayan, meron na tayong heading. Ito na rin, sinimulan ko na yung quantity schedule natin. So lagyan na lang natin ng laman. So Department 2 na tayo, quantity schedule. Dito tayo titingin sa unit. Okay, work in process beginning, ang unit natin, 16,000. Started in process, oops, Department 2 na to, di ba? So, dapat ang nakalagay na dito is receive from preceding department. So, ayan, hindi given yung started, yung receive from preceding department natin. So, para makuha yan, babalik tayo sa Department 2. So, balik tayo sa Department 2. So, ito ay equal sa dito. Ito yung unit sa 150,000. Ito yung unit na matatransfer sa Department 2. So, ito yung na-receive na unit ng Department 2. 150,000. Ayan, makukuha na natin yung total units to be accounted. So, isam lang natin tong work in process beginning tsaka receive from preceding department. So, ang total units to be accounted ay 166,000. Lagay na rin natin yan dito sa total unit at as accounted since equal lang naman sila. Tapos, given tong work in process end natin, 60,000. Makukuha na natin yung ating started, finished, and transferred. Ibabawas lang natin yung 60,000 sa total unit as accounted. So, ayan, ang started, finished, and transferred natin is 106,000. Okay, continue tayo. Gagawa tayo ng, kukunin natin yung total EUP. So, work in process beginning. Complete as to materials. Ay, wala na nga pala, no? So, paalala ko lang, ginagawa natin, weighted average method. So, pag weighted average method, ini-ignore na ang work in process beginning pag ina-account. So, diretso tayo dito. Started, finished, and transferred. Lagi yan, 100%. Pati dito sa conversion cost. So, sa work in process end, complete as to material, 0%. So, lagay lang natin, 0%. Dito naman sa complete as to conversion cost, 40%. So, lagay lang din natin, 40%. So, makukuha na natin yung EUP. Ang gagawin lang natin, yung units, i-multiply sa percentage of completion. So, ang nakuha nating EUP for materials, 106,000. So, ganun lang din gagawin sa work in process end. Yung 60,000, i-multiply natin sa 0%, so 0. So, ang total EUP for materials ay ang sum ng EUP na nakuha natin. Total EUP for materials, 106,000. Ngayon, kunin naman natin yung EUP for conversion cost. So, ganun lang din. 106,000 times 100%. So, 106,000. Tapos, for work in process end, 60,000 times 40%. So, ang total EUP for conversion cost ay 106,000 plus 24,000. Ang total EUP for conversion cost ay 130,000. So, next naman natin gagawin is cost analysis. So, sa cost analysis, i-determine natin yung total cost to be accounted for. So, dito tayo magbe-base sa cost for Department 2. So, simulan natin, work in process, copy na lang natin. So, work in process beginning. So, ito yan, materials, conversion cost, prior department cost. So, copy-paste lang natin. Next, ilalagay natin yung cost incurred during June. So, lagay na lang natin costs added this department. So, copy-paste natin yung materials, conversion cost, prior department cost. So, cost natin, work in process beginning. Ito yan, dito. Copy-paste na lang natin to. So, next natin yung mga cost na inad this department. So, ito yan, materials, conversion cost. As you can see, hindi given yung prior department cost natin. So ito, para makuha natin to, babalikan natin yung Department 1 para malaman natin kung magkano yung cost na tinransfer sa Department 2. So, balik tayo sa Department 1. So, andito tayo ngayon sa Department 1. Kung titignan natin tong cost analysis natin, makikita natin dito yung cost na tinransfer. So, itong 165, ito yung cost na galing sa Department 1, itatransfer natin sa Department 2. So, 165,000. Type na lang natin, 165,000. Ayan, i-add na natin yung mga cost. So, kunin lang natin yung sum. So, ang ating total cost to be accounted for is yung sum nitong dalawa. Ang total cost to be accounted for natin ay 277,400. Ngayon naman, kukunin natin yung unit cost. So, kukumputin natin yung unit cost. Tandaan natin, ang ginagawa nating method, ang gamit nating method ay weighted average method. So, pag weighted average method, para makuha mo yung unit cost, ang gagawin is, i-add natin, so for materials, i-add natin yung work in process beginning for materials, tsaka yung cost na inad natin this department for materials. Tapos, divide natin siya sa total EUP for materials. So, ang unit cost natin for materials is 0.45. Ngayon, ganun din sa conversion cost. Add lang natin itong 1,280, saka itong 50,720, tapos divide natin sa total EUP for conversion na 130,000. So, ang unit cost natin is 0.4. Ngayon, kunin naman natin yung prior department unit cost. So, para makuha yan, add natin tong 12,700 sa 165,000. Tapos, i-divide natin siya dito sa total unit as accounted. So ayan, ang unit cost natin for prior department is 1.070482. So i-account na natin yung total cost. So i-assign na natin siya sa inventories. Simulan natin cost as accounted for. So tandaan lang natin, nasa department 2 tayo. So meron tayong cost from preceding department. So, sisimulan natin sa work in process beginning. So, dito tayo titingin dito tayo magbe-base para hindi tayo malilito. So, work in process beginning and then cost last department, tas cost this department, Okay, isunod naman natin yung pag-account sa total cost natin. So, i-assign na natin siya sa inventories. So, dito tayo magbe-base. Okay, cost as accounted for. So, wala tayong work in process beginning. Simulan natin started, finished, and transferred. So, cost this department. Tsaka cost last department. So, ang cost natin, this department, ayan, materials, conversion cost, tsaka yung cost natin from preceding department. So, lagay natin yung unit, 106,000. So, for conversion cost, ganun din, 106,000. Saka dito sa cost from unit from preceding department, ito yan, 106,000. Copy lang natin yung unit cost. Ayan. So, multiply natin tong unit sa unit cost. Ganun lang din dito sa conversion cost, tsaka yung for preceding department. Okay, isum natin sila para malaman natin yung cost na itatransfer kung may next department 1 nga tayo. O kung wala naman, edi ito na yung ilalagay natin sa finished goods. So, ayan. Ito pala dapat to. Angat ko lang. Wala na pala to. Ito dapat yung nandito. Ayan. So, next natin is work in process end. So, work in process end. Copy na lang natin to. Cost this department, cost last department. So, ayan, dito tayo magbe-base sa unit as accounted natin. So, for materials, 0. For conversion cost, 24,000. So, cost last department, ito naman yan, 60,000. Ganun lang ulit, copy natin yung unit cost. So, multiply natin yung unit sa unit cost. So, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin sa conversion cost saka cost last department. Kunan natin yung sum nila. Ayan, so add natin to para makuha natin yung total cost as accounted for. So, dapat itong makukuha natin dito na sum nitong dalawa, yung started, finished, and transferred, tsaka work in process end, dapat equal yan dito sa total cost to be accounted for. Pag hindi yan nag-equal, may mali tayong nagawa. So, try na natin kung mag-equal siya. Ayan, so total cost as accounted for, 277,400. So, equal sila. So, tama yung pag-account natin sa units. Okay, next naman natin gagawin, journal entries. So, last natin gagawin, journal entries. So, journal entry natin, ilagay natin yung mga materials, tsaka yung conversion cost na nilagay natin sa Department 2. So, work in process, Department 2. So, materials. Tsaka payroll, flash, applied factory overhead. So, ang nilagay nating cost, ito, ayan, 44,820. For conversion cost, 50,720. So, add lang natin yung dalawa para makuha natin itong nasa Work in Process Department 2. Next natin, ililipat na natin yung cost ng Department 2 sa Finished Goods. Finished Goods. Work in Process Department 2. So, ang cost na ilalagay natin dito is ito. Ito yung amount na malilipat sa finished good, which is 203,571. So, ayan, tapos na tayo sa part 2 ng ating video. So, nakagawa tayo ng cost of production report at gumawa rin tayo ng journal entries under weighted average method.